Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Happy anniversary, O2. Those of you that had no idea, this is our 10th anniversary. I forgot to send out an email, but this is our 10th anniversary, so welcome. Everyone's class is free today, in case you didn't already know that. We're going to take a giant hip opening class today, so go ahead and come into a seated cross-legged position to start. Bring your shins crossed at the midline. If you want to sit on a block, you can, but rather than bringing your feet in close to you, push the legs a little further away from you. So you want to have the shins crossed more parallel to the floor. It's almost as if you're doing ankle to knee pose, Agni Stambhasana. The knees come a little bit closer to each other. So instead of out here, bring the legs forward and the knees a little more in line with the hips. And then walk forward, fold down over your legs. Flex the feet slightly. And we'll just start nice and easy, simple hip opener here. My name is Ashley Turner. Those of you that I haven't met, it's a pleasure. I split my time between LA and Aspen. I'm so happy to be here for the summer. Close your eyes. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And see if you can inch your hands forward just a little bit more. Lengthen out of the waist, right out of the base of the spine. Walk forward. So we're going to get the hips from every angle today. We'll start with a nice strong standing flow, and then we'll drop onto the floor for a full hip opening series. Not that we have any bikers or hikers in the room, but it's good for that. Now whichever leg is forward, if your right leg is forward, walk over towards the right. If your left leg is forward, walk over towards the left. So walk over, chest over the leg that's in front of you. Now root down through the opposite hip. And immediately drop into your Ujjayi breath. Mouth is closed, tongue to the roof of the mouth right behind the front teeth. Inhaling, pulling the breath over the back of the throat, gently constricting the base of the throat. See if you can extend your chest a little further, ribs, a little more space between each rib. Flex the feet so energy is pulling all the way down through the periphery. Start to pull blood through those hip sockets. And walk back to the center and slowly up. Switch legs, eyes are soft, opposite foot, opposite leg in front. Again, the shins are more forward, so they're parallel to the front edge of your mat. Bring the knees a little closer in line with the hips. Lengthen out through the waist and fold forward. Straight forward to start. Feel both sit bones root down into the earth. Inhaling, breath over the back of the throat. Softening as you exhale. So the hip sockets, the pelvis, the lower back, this constitutes the second chakra. Second chakra holds all of the vital organs in our pelvis, including the sexual organs. So it's the seat of your creativity. Not just sexual creativity, creating children, but all the creative children in your life. Projects, career ideas, relationships, our sensuality, our relationship to desire, pleasure, and enjoying life. Walk your chest forward towards the front leg, center of the sternum towards the front knee. Lengthen out of the waist, root down through the opposite sit bone, extend, and fold a little deeper. Spread the fingers wide, start to activate through the arms, through the feet as well, or flexed. So fluidity is a huge attribute of Svadhisthana, of the second chakra. Going with the flow of life. The element associated with the hips is water. It also houses our emotional life, our emotional realm. So just tuning into your own relationship with your emotions, how easily you let the waters of your heart flow, tears flow, how easily you experience joy, happiness, pleasure, or allow grief or sadness or disappointment to flow through you, out of you. Walk yourself back down the center, come back up, Eyes are closed. Reach around, draw the flesh of the buttocks out from underneath of you. And then inhale, circle the arms wide, reach palms all the way up. Turn the palms around, exhale, pressing down and out. 2 more like that. Inhale, root through the sit bones, reach up. Extend through both hemispheres. Turn the palms around like you're parting the waters. Resist on the way down, navel to the spine, and inhale, changing it up here. Palms together at the top. Hands down the midline, crossing Sahasrara, anointing the third eye center, the throat, the heart. Let the thumbs come to rest at the sternum. Empty the shoulders. Bow the head towards your fingertips. And just a moment to bless this space, this sacred space of O2, this beautiful community here in Aspen, Colorado. Gratitude for this temple in the middle of the mountains where we can come and just connect to our hearts, open up our bodies, clear our minds. And now add on to that your own personal prayer for today. What is your personal sankalpa intention? What quality would be the most useful for you to go with the flow of life? Wherever your life is taking you, how can you surrender? Where can you unhook your agenda and allow the river of life to take you on its own mysterious journey? We can have ideas about where we're going, but the destination is always a surprise. Lift the chin parallel to the floor. And 3 sounds of Om. We definitely dedicate this and send this out to our brothers and sisters suffering here in Colorado. Loss, grief, sadness, how it's affected each one of us. Sending out on 3 sounds of Om. Inhale. Release the hands, quietly open your eyes, connect to your Ujjayi breath first. Slowly, mindfully walk yourself forward to the hands and the knees. And take it back to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers really wide. Now feel the connection between the earth and the sky. So you're sucking prana up through the soles of the hands, fingers are spread. Feel that irrigating both hemispheres along the spine. Go ahead and walk your dog, bend one knee, the opposite knee. If you want to bring both knees to one side, switch it out. So the breath is the binding agent, is that which connects body and mind. Tuning into the flow of your breath and literally listening to the flow of your breath. It will begin to create more circulation and fluidity in your physical body as well as the mental body. Take an inhale, hips reach up and back. Drop the knees down to the floor as you exhale. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, carve the chest open, shoulders away from the ears. Heart to the floor, right between the hands as you exhale, navel to the spine. So it's Ashtanga Asana, lower belly, lifting the hips up and back. Beautiful, push back up to the hands and knees, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, hips reach up and back. Drop the knees to the floor as you exhale, same exact thing. Inhale, coil the chest open first. Heart right between the hands, exhale. Navel lifting the hips up and back. Tuck the toes under for leverage, there you go. Push up to the hands and knees as you inhale, and then child's pose, point the toes. Exhale, press the hips back. Inhale, rise to the hands and knees. Find the fluidity. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Exhale. One more. Inhale, reach the hips up and back. Drop the knees down as you exhale. Carve the chest open. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, heart between the hands. Toes are on the floor. Push back to hands and knees. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, rise to the hands and knees. And downward facing dog, exhale. Set the gaze on one point. We don't know whose this is, do we? Is this so? Okay. I'll give you guys a little more space. Right leg extends. Inhale, reach it up and back. Roll the ankle around. And then bring the knee into the chest. Big circles with the hips. Inhale, enormous circles. Get that right knee peeling high up into the sky. So you open that outer corner of the hip socket and then the opposite direction. And just feel the breath start to water that hip socket. Right leg extends. Inhale, reach it up. Pause here. Both hips reach up and back. Now spin the right hip open. And exhale, bend the right knee, right heel towards the left butt cheek. Inhale, right leg extends. Spread the toes, reach. 2 more. Exhale, right heel towards the left butt cheek. Getting into that hip flexor. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, bend. Now pause here. This might be enough. Navel lifting, right hip peels open. If you're ready, you can go ahead mindfully. Flip your downward facing dog. Right foot behind. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Keep that left leg nice and strong. Peel the hips up and back. So the tail towards the heels and big circles with the right arm if you wish. Beautiful. Left leg nice and strong. Get that right arm circulating too. Shoulders are the opposite doorway of the hips. And back over to downward facing dog. Right leg extends again on your inhale. This time hips are square. Scissor the hips. Exhale, shift into plank, nose to the knee, round and hover here. Find the core. Shoulders shift right over the wrists. Move the chest forward. There you go. Now tuck the chin in the tail. One leg down dog. Inhale, reach it back. Right knee taps the right shoulder, shift into plank, and then squeeze the obliques. Inhale, one leg extension through the down dog. Right knee tapping the left tricep, squeeze it across. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it back. And then nose to the knee, down the center line. Shoulders over the wrist first. Pause. Hug the navel to the spine. Draw the right shin into the right rib cage. Lightly step the right foot between the hands. Go ahead and drop the back knee down. Let the back toes go to the floor. Interlace fingers on the left thigh and push yourself up here. Now the key of hip opening, a lot of it is in the in the pelvic tilt. So draw the pelvis into neutral. Feel that right hip bone curl up off of the right thigh. Lengthen more through that left psoas. Inhale, arms up. Either hook the thumbs and spread the fingers. Shoulder blades come down. Hips scissor towards each other. Some of you can interlace if you want, except the index finger. Either way, triceps wrap towards each other. Now, instead of just dumping into the hips, use the navel, lift up out of the hips, and get more arch into the upper back. Big breath across the front of the left thigh, left hip flexor, left psoas. Squeeze the hips together like they're in a vice grip. And take another breath. Inhale into the upper back. And reverse the hands down to the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll forward, plank position. Inhale, shoulders right over the wrists. Exhale, slowly lower, chaturanga or to the floor. Inhale, elbows in, roll through, spread the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana, exhale, beautiful. Left leg extends, inhale, spread the toes, roll the ankle around. So, especially as we start to age, we want to be really sweet and kind to our joints. Opposite direction with the left foot. Moving in fluid motion is very healing. Left knee into the chest. Big giant circles with that left knee and thigh and hip. Peel it all the way open. Good. Get that left knee peeling way up towards the sky. There you go. All the way around. Big giant circles. Opposite direction. And then left leg extends. Inhale. Begin to externally rotate. Peel that left hip open. Good. Keep lengthening the right waist. And then bend left heel towards the right butt cheek. Inhale, extend straight. Exhale, heel towards the right butt cheek. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, heel comes in. Pause here. Lengthen through the right waist even more. And optional, flip left toes behind you. Stay on the ball of the left foot. Key is the action of the right foot, right leg nice and strong. Like Vashisthasana with the right leg. Good, roll right shoulder blade down the back, enormous circles with that left arm all the way around. So when we move in fluid motion in the joints, it keeps the buoyancy and the lubrication in the joints. Opposite direction with the left arm. And come back over to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends. Hips are square this time. Beautiful. So that left hip and kneecap facing straight down. Nose to the knee, exhale, round. Shift into plank first and then hover. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg extends back. Bring your hands a little closer together. Left knee to the left tricep, tap. Shoulder over the wrist. Good. Inhale, reach it back. Spread the toes. Point as you wrap, left knee to the right tricep. Squeeze it across. Inhale, left leg extends. Down the midline, nose to the knee, round, hover, slight pause, left shin pulls into the left ribs. Use your core, and then step left foot through, back knee down, let the back toes go. Inhale, arms reach up. Good, yep, you can bring hands to the thigh if you want, but feel that pelvic tilt, that left front pointy hip bone curling up off the left thigh. Beautiful stand. And the shoulder blades draw into the upper back. Get more space through the upper back by scissor squaring the hips. Inner thighs spin towards each other. Now curl the pelvis up, lift that left hip bone up off of that left thigh. There you go. Take one more inhale, deep breath into the front of the right thigh. Reverse the hands, exhale, downward facing dog. Upper push-up position on your inhale, roll forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Roll through, elbows in, inner palm pressing. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right leg extends, inhale, reach it up. Shift into plank, nose to the knee, round and hover. And then step right foot through, back foot spins flat. Warrior one, inhale, rise. Right into warrior two. As you exhale, we're gonna pause here. Look down. The integrity of the hips comes from your foundation. Always the first gateway of a pose is the feet. Notice the front heel lines up to the back heel. That left foot, back foot is exactly parallel to the back edge of your mat. Turn your left toes in just a little, there you go. Now feel the external rotation, the femur bones, the thigh bones, spiraling open. All that muscular strength of the thighs rolling open starts to get that connective tissue in the hips peeling wide. Now slide the tail a little bit lower, that left hip drops down in line with the right knee. And draw the navel in and up. Breathe into the back of your body. Good. Right hand to the, left hand to the left thigh. Turn the left palm up towards the sky, and then the right arm extends. So with the left hand facing upwards, it just helps you not to dump into that left shoulder. Roll the shoulder open, there you go. Now see if you can peel that right knee towards the pinky toe, belly of the left hamstring presses straight back. Take one more inhale. Spiral the hands down to the floor. As you exhale, right foot steps back. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Reach through the toes. Feel inner thighs spin towards the sky. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg extends. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, step through. Plant your feet firmly. Warrior one. Inhale, hips squared first. And then hands to heart. Exhale, warrior two. So that right foot spins straight parallel to the back edge of your mat. And just notice the front leg, left knee is directly over the ankle. Now push that right thigh back into the hamstring. So you're pushing that right thigh bone back into the hip socket. Scoop that left sit bone underneath and sit a little bit lower. So that right hip, the back hip is down in line with the left knee. Beautiful, breathe it out. Biceps and triceps hugging the bones. Excellent breath in here today. Take one more inhale, navel lifting, right hand to the right thigh, turn the back palm up, and then reverse that left arm up and back. Turn the right palm up towards the sky, there you go. So you have to use your core when you turn that back palm up. Bring your hand up a little higher, turn this hand up towards the sky. to use your belly strength. Good, and now keep this left knee bending forward. There you go. Take one more inhale, reverse. Spiral, arms to the floor. Exhale, step back, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha Svanasana, exhale. Right leg extends, inhale, dancing warrior, most of you know. Exhale, step through, back foot flat. Straight into warrior two, inhale, rise. Exhale, the left palm down. Inhale, the right arm up and back. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot as you exhale. Spiral the left arm all the way in front of your face. And the left arm carries you back up to warrior two. Inhale, dive forward, exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll through. Try to synchronize your breathing. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel the fluidity. Left leg extends. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knee. Step forward, back foot flat. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Pause on your exhale, sit deeper. Back hand to the back thigh. Inhale, reverse it up and back. Exhale, left hand down to the inside of the foot. Right arm spirals in front of your face and carries you straight back up to warrior two. Inhale, hover. Dive forward, exhale, step back, inhale. You can always skip a vinyasa, exhale, lower. Inner palm pressing, inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, navel toes you back. Right leg extends, inhale. Exhale, step through. I want you to focus on the fluidity of this series. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, the left hand down, sit a little lower. Inhale, right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, right hand down or the forearm to the thigh. Left arm in front of your face, back up to warrior two. Inhale, hover, sit even deeper. Dive forward, exhale, step back. And lower. Inhale like a snake molting its skin, gorgeous. Exhale, left leg lifting. Inhale, let the wave crest at the top. Exhale, step through, get your roots. Inhale, Virabhadra two. Right arm down as you exhale, sit a bit lower, and then inhale, reach it back, slow it down. Exhale, left hand inside of the left foot. Right arm in front of your face, carries you all the way back up. Inhale, rise, there you go. Dive forward, exhale, step back. Now this time try to stretch the breath out and make the movement last equally as long as the breath. Exhale together, right leg lifting, inhale. Use your core, exhale, step through, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior two, pause. Left hand down, sit lower as you exhale. Reverse it back on your inhale. Right hand inside of the foot as you exhale, left arm in front of your face. Back up to warrior two, inhale, navel lifting. Dive forward, exhale, step back, I'm so sorry. And lower. Good, spread the toes, inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg lifting, inhale. Exhale, step through. Begin to insert a pause between the inhale and the exhale. Right hand down. Reverse it back on your inhale, slight pause. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm around in front. Inhale, back to warrior two, slight pause, look to the left middle finger. Dive forward, exhale, one more round on your own. Insert a slight pause between the inhales and the exhales. Right leg lifting. See if you can ride the wave with your neighbor. Be a generous surfer. Exhale, sit lower as the left hand drops. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, dive. Spread the toes on your left leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step, root down. Inhale. Right arm carries you back up. Dive forward, exhale. Inhale, step back. Exhale. Roll through. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take an inhale, hips lift up and back. Bend the knees, exhale, step or lightly float the feet to the top. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Take a half step back on your mat. Bend the knees, feet together, bend the knees, squat down, inhale, Utkatasana. Pause here. So just building a little heat. See if you can sit a little lower, that tailbone slides to the earth, shins press behind you. Triceps spiraling in, arms reaching straight out of the heels. One more breath, navel lifting. Stand all the way up, hands to the heart. Exhale, close the eyes, one breath. Reconfirm, recommit. Give yourself permission to come into emptiness, to come to zero. It's very useful in our lives. Keep emptying out, surrendering. It's called Sharvanam, surrender to what is. Going with the flow. Bend the knees, squat down. Fingertips touch the floor first to give you your depth, and then inhale, arms up. Now look down, bring the right foot across the left knee, right ankle across the left knee, and then sit back down a little bit lower. Try to get your left butt cheek in line with the left knee. And breathe. Flex that right foot strongly. And then sit lower chest 1 inch off the thigh. So the tail, sit bones pull straight back. Lower the chest parallel to the floor and reach the arms straight forward. If it's too much, bring the arms out to the side or down by your waist. Chest 1 inch off the thigh. Just see how far you can pull your tail and the crown of the head away from each other for 4, 3. Now curl the navel in and up. 2, sit a bit lower. Back to your chair with the arms. Keep the legs as they are. And stand all the way up. Release the right foot, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart as you sit down. Shift the weight to the right foot, straight into it this side. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Just above, it's that meaty pad above the right knee. That's where you want the left ankle. And then the arms reach straight up. So this is your external rotation in that left thigh hip. Feel the left femur bone externally rotate. Start to pry that left hip open. Now reach through the fingers, sit your butt lower. Pull the tail and the crown away from each other. Chest 1 inch off of the thigh. Good, spine parallel to the floor. That's it. See how flat you can make your back, arching into the upper back. One more breath. Flex the left foot. Slowly come to stand. Release the left foot down. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes. Take a breath in neutral. Empty the hands as you exhale. Good. Hands to the hips. Opposite rotation. Shift the weight into the left foot. Lift the right foot and take hold of the right ankle behind you. So now this is an internal rotation. Knees stay swiveling into the midline. Both femur bones inside. Visualize an internal spiral. Good. And now begin to peel that right foot back. That right foot comes up. Left arm reaches straight forward, optional. You can keep left hand on the hip. Hinge at the waist, but the work is that right foot pulling up and back. Take the outside edge of the foot. There you go. Hips stay square. Now let the right foot pull up and back. Keep that right knee into the midline. Good. Now coil it into arch into the upper back. Natarajasana. See if you can lower the chest a little more. Lift that right leg a little higher and bow the chest open. Good. Feel internal rotation. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale slowly back to center. Find your steadiness and then release. Settle yourself in the middle. Hands to the hips. Inner thighs roll towards each other. Weight shifts to the right foot. Just start nice and easy. Feel that left hip bone pressing forward. When you push left hip bone forward, you will feel a release in the left side of the sacrum, left side of the coccyx spine. Optional, stay here. You can stay here if this is enough in your hip flexor psoas, or hinge at the hips on your breath. Reach it forward. So feel for bowing. It is helpful to take Gyan Mudra with the right index and thumb together so you have a place to look and your energy is contained. Beautiful, Minnie. Wrap the left hip down towards the floor. Left knee into the midline. And now pull the left foot back and arch into the upper back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Coil the shoulder blades into the upper back for one more breath. Beautiful. Slowly come to stand. And release. Adding on. Shift the weight into the left foot. Interlace fingers, hug the right knee into the chest. Good. So you're gonna reach down. Sorry, front row, hopefully you can see in the mirror. Take the hands under the right ankle shin. So you're back to your external rotation. Now just pause here, this might be enough. Feel, you can even bring right hand and into that thigh crease and wrap that right hip down. If this is enough, you stay here. If you want to take it further, draw the right heel towards the navel belly button. Those of you that are still with us, this might be enough. Keep prying that right knee down. Take hold of the outside edge of the right foot into Ardha Padma, half lotus. So that right thigh bone externally rotates. Bring the left hand around that that foot. Either stay here, right hand to the hip. Set your gaze on one point, breathe. Or the right arm up. Spiral the full rotation of the right shoulder around. Take the left bicep. Roll the left shoulder down. This is just quick and dirty because we're only 1 hour in this class. Walk the hand a little lower. Some of you can grab the right big toe. If you're here and you're steady, this is a big stretch of that right thigh. If you want to take it further, left arm up, slowly reach out and fold. Ardha Padma. Hooking the right big toe. Breathe. Draw the chest towards the left thigh. Use your navel, slowly rise. Wherever you are, once again, bring the foot ankle to the left thigh and sit back down. This will be a little bit of a release. Chest reaches forward, arms forward, hips back. Those of you that want to take it further, the hands plant shoulder distance. Right shin bone wraps around the right tricep, foot around the left tricep, sorry. And then shift onto the big toe, left big toe. Possibly lift the left foot, beautiful mat, or extend the left leg. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. That's it. Reach the left foot back. Extend. Use your belly. That's it. Hook, hook with that right foot. Everyone, gorgeous. 2 more breaths. Come back into your chair, 1-leg chair. Right foot is still crossed. Ah, yes. Now sit down onto the ball of the left toes. Right ankle on top of the left knee. Fingertips to the floor. Sit tall. Use your belly. You want to have that left heel positioned right in the perineum, between the genitals and the anus. That's where it is. Now set the gaze on the floor, 1 point. Possibly left hand to the heart. Breathe, follow your breath. Possibly right hand to the heart. Yes. It's a fun one. It is possible. We've all seen it on a magazine cover somewhere, right? But it does become possible over time. So release the right foot. Stay on the balls of the feet, bring the knees together, heels together. And now hands to the heart. And this one seems very easy now. Separate the knees, plant the hands, zip up through the navel, get your butt in the air, knees into the triceps, Bakasana. One more breath. Step or jump back through the vinyasa and lower down. Gorgeous. This is your flushing out. Inhale, feel the wave. Exhale over the toes. Right leg extends on your inhale, reach it up. Little interim. Exhale, step through, back foot flat. Straight into warrior 2. Set your gaze. Feel those thigh bones externally rotating. Right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Pry the right thigh open. Right butt cheek swivels under the body. And now into the wrap, if you wish. Right arm scrolls underneath. Left arm behind the back. You can take left hand to the right inner thigh. If you clasp, the bottom hand takes the top wrist. Come back to your breath. Scoop that right butt cheek under. Those of you that are with us, look down at the floor. Bird of paradise, slow and steady. Step the left foot forward. Quietly shift the weight into the left foot. Come onto the right big toe. And then come to stand. Pry that right thigh open. You can keep the right knee bent. Gorgeous. Stand tall. Carve the shoulder blades into the upper back. And slowly release it back to the full pose. Step the left foot behind you. And then bring the right arm down, left arm up. Take an inhale here. Extend. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Look down at the floor as you exhale. Use your breath. Inhale, rise. Straighten the right leg. Exhale. Turn the right foot in. Pause. Inhale, arms out, little reprieve, hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Take an inhale, lift the chest, fold down between the thighs, exhale. If anything, you want your feet slightly pigeon-toed, so the toes are definitely parallel, if not slightly pigeon-toed. Turn your toes in just a little bit, there you go. So when the feet are parallel, it sets the spine in neutral. If the toes are facing out to the side, you have a slight external rotation and it narrows the lower back. Push through the feet, inhale, rise to the top. Release the arms as you exhale, gaze on one point. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, come onto the left heel, turn the left toes out and bend the left knee 90 degrees. And take an inhale here, feel the thighs, externally rotate. Exhale, left hand down inside of the right foot. Sorry, left foot. Now first find that spin of the left sit bone. Left butt cheek scooping under the body. Use the left shoulder to pry the left knee open towards the pinky toe. There you go. And now optional, right arm behind the back. Take the inner thigh or full wrap. Stay here at least 2 breaths. The breath is what opens the body, not the mind or the will. Burrow through the back foot, outside edge of the back foot. Push down through that right foot, outside edge of the right foot. Right here, yes, that's your stability. Now scoop that left butt cheek under the body. And now roll the left shoulder back. And the right shoulder back. Optional, look down. Slowly walk the right foot up to meet the left. Come onto the left big toe. Use your navel. Come to stand. And now smile. It's always a good addition. It's a good place to start. Reach that left leg up. Yes, yes, I got you. Slowly come back down. Left foot plants. Step the right foot back. Full pose. Release the left hand. Bring the right arm up in the air. Pause here. Release the right hand down to the floor. Hands on either side of the foot. Inhale, step the left foot back. Slowly lower down. Exhale. Inhale, roll through. Over the toes. Exhale. Walk your hands and feet together in the middle of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Bend the knees and super slowly rounding up 1 vertebrae at a time. Shake it out as you go. Hands to the hips, step the feet together. Shift the weight into the right foot. Hug the left knee in. So we're out on here. Reach down, take the heel, possibly both hands to the shin. And come in front so you guys can see. So take the left shin underneath the left ankle. And you just pause here. Feel this strong external rotation. Bring the foot away from you. And now you can actually help roll that left thigh bone open. Now this might be enough. Just stay here or bring the left heel towards the navel. From here, get the full rotation first. Slow it down, no rush. Good, right hand is clasping. Optional left arm up. Get the full spiral of the shoulder. That's gonna really help you out and give you a lot more space to the right bicep. And slowly start to walk the left hand down towards the right wrist. Keep shimmying that left knee into the midline. Some of you grabbing the big toe. Take an inhale from the navel, lift. Pry the left thigh open. Reach up first. And then fold forward. Exhale to your own degree. That midpoint is a little leap of faith there. If you're here, keep rolling, head of left shoulder back, head of left thigh back. Bring the left knee into the midline. Those of you that are folding, slowly rise. Good. Everyone, left hand to the left hip. Left foot comes to the right knee and sit down and scoot your butt back. Optional, chest forward, hands shoulder distance. That left shin bone is burrowing into the triceps. Scoop the left foot around the right tricep. Really hook the left toes around the right tricep. Good. Bend the knees, come onto the ball of that bottom foot. Arm inside. Whole hand down, shoulder distance. Good, now hook. Use the foot to wrap around that tricep. Shift your knees forward into shoulders forward into my knees. There you go. That foot lifted, lift the bottom foot, lift the bottom foot. And slowly back down. Come into your squat, still with that left foot crossed. Onto the ball of the right toes. Good, set the gaze, loop the shoulders down. Come back, those of you who got off the train tracks, come back. Right hand to the heart. Use your navel, use your gaze, and use your breath. Possibly both hands to the heart. Slow the whole thing down. Release the left foot. Fold forward, straighten the legs. Halfway up on your inhale. Walk the hands forward, feet back. Downward facing dog. Roll forward, plank position on your inhale. Slowly lower down. Exhale. Take your time. Fluid body, fluid mind. Exhale. Step the right foot between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Heel toe the right foot over to the right. Turn the right toes out, about a 45-degree angle. Your back knee is down on the floor. Both hands to the inside. There you go. Roll to the outside edge of that right foot. On that razor's edge of the right foot, inhale, draw the chest forward. Fold down in the center. Some of you onto the left forearm or both forearms. Walk the right foot over to the right even more. The whole foot over to the right. There you go. Now turn the toes out at a 45-degree angle. Turn the toes out, foot out. Yes. And optional, use the right hand inside the right knee to pry that thigh a little wider. Walk the foot forward a little bit. Yes, and then out to the right, just a hair. There you go. So you want to feel that right femur bone sliding back into the hip socket and rolling out. Empty the head and neck. Come into your breath. Close the eyes. So much of what we carry, the stiffness and tightness in the hip sockets, is actually our emotional baggage, the residue. The hips metaphorically symbolize psychologically forward movement in life. The hips are literally what carry us forward, our legs walking forward, moving onwards and upwards to where your life is taking you. Slowly walk yourself back up. Heel toe the right foot all the way over to the left. Prepare for your pigeon pose. Right knee down. Tuck the back toes. Walk the left foot back further. Now scissor the knees towards each other. Come onto the fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest. And then reach out. Exhale, coil yourself forward. Over time, you start to bring the right foot further away from the hips and the torso. Close the eyes. Close the eyes here. Bring your attention to the hip sockets and feel the breath swirling around. Entwining the hips with prana. And now place your attention, just let your attention be like a radar screen. You just scan your own life and notice in your own life where you're holding on to the way you think things should be or the way you think someone should be. Maybe yourself, probably your lover, your partner, maybe your child. And consciously focus on the mantra. When you inhale, focusing on the word let. Exhale, go. Inhaling, let. Exhaling, go. And to fully, energetically let go means we have to trust something bigger than ourselves. Trust the master plan of your own soul's journey, the karmas and the lessons that you are here to learn, different from everybody else, but similar. Let any gripping in the shoulders, the jaw, the forehead, the tongue, or deep inside the hip sockets, let go. Quietly walk yourself back up. Now come back onto the fingertips, tuck the back toes, and bring it back into one leg down dog. Just roll that hip around, let it peel open. And then drop that right foot down, knees to the floor. Go ahead and cross the ankles, sit back over your heels. We're going to take an internal rotation before we do pigeon on the left side. Sit back over your heels, bring the legs forward in front of you. You're going to turn towards the left here and bring that right foot around behind you. So the left leg extends out to the side and the right foot comes behind. All right, it's like Ardha Virasana. Left leg out to the side, to the left side. Now you can either have the right toes scooping back under, so the top of the right foot is on the floor, or you can turn the right foot open so you have the right inner ankle and inner knee on the floor. This is a little more intense. If it's too much, if you have knee issues, just point the foot right back. Now see how far apart you can peel the knees. See if you can get that right knee just a millimeter or two wider. You want an obtuse angle, wider than 90 degrees. And if you need to, you come to sit up on the block. Good. Now everyone look down. Bring the fingertips behind you. Lift the hips. Roll the hips forward so you're really sticking your butt out behind, and then try to roll the inner right hip down and then the inner left hip, right? You want to feel like you're pitching the hips forward. Now this might be enough. See if you can shimmy that right knee a little wider. This might be enough, fingertips here, just leaning weight into that right knee, right? This might be enough. If you want to take it further, you walk down the center right between the legs. Not over the left leg, but right between. Take an inhale, lengthen the chest forward. And exhale, fold. Key action, rooting through the inner right hip. Very difficult place to get to in the hip sockets. Place your attention right on the inner corner of the right hip and breathe it down. Slowly walk yourself back up and simply switch sides. Bring the left foot in first and then extend the right leg. Spin the left foot around behind you. So if you have any issues in your knee, then you would take the Janushirshasana version here if this rotation is too much. So either the foot is top of the foot pressing, or you can turn the left toes open and the inner ankle on the floor. See if you can get the knees just shimmied a little further. Roll, pitch to the front edge of the sit bones. I find it enough to just stay and lean more weight into the left hip socket. It's quite intense. If you really need to take it further, walk between both legs. Keep that right leg flexed. Now set the gaze on one point or close the eyes. Instead of placidly hanging out, let the pose work on you by leaning more weight into the left groin, the left inner hip bone pressing down. Right foot flexed. Slowly walk yourself back up. Bring the right foot into the groin. You're going to spin back to the front and come on slowly to the hands and the knees. Separate the knees, spin towards the front mirror. Separate the knees a little bit wider than hip distance. Toes are tucked under. And just give some big circles through those hips. Big giant circles, just loosen it up. And our last two poses. Step the left foot between the hands. Tuck the back toes. Shimmy the left foot first over to the left, your prep. Spin the left foot out at a 45-degree angle. And then roll to the razor edge, outside edge of that left foot. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Fold onto right forearm or both forearms. And optional, that left hand can help pry that left knee open. Inhaling, let. Exhaling, go. Eyes are closed. Ask yourself, how can you release the reins and let the river of life carry you forward? In your own life, what is one direction the energy is flowing and you're Is there a call for you to do something next in your career? Is someone asking you to step up? Is there a call to soften, let go? Where is the energy moving in your relationship? What is the flow? Quietly walk yourself up and take it into the full pigeon. Just slowly heel toe the left foot over to the right. Bring it as close to the right hip as possible as you need to. Eventually it comes further away. Take an inhale, tuck the back toes, swivel the knees towards each other, and then reaching out, fold forward, exhale. And just let the pose work on you. The idea in the practice is that we put ourselves intentionally in these shapes. And each shape has a certain bhavana, a certain tonal quality. It aligns our nadis in a certain way to cultivate a very specific response, physically and psychologically. So this is a pose of Sharvanam, a pose of surrender. Inhaling right in the meat of the hip socket, feel the connective tissue loose and actually see the fascia soften. See the ligaments and tendons lengthen. See the breath widen. And most of all, visualize the frontal lobe of the brain relaxing. Our soul is a great matrix. The image in yoga is a 1,000-petaled lotus flower that endlessly blossoms. There's always a new immersion. New aspects of self wanting to be called forth. Life is our great playground. It becomes more magical when we let go of our own agenda and take the ride. Quietly walk yourself back up. Bring the right foot forward. Hug the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around the shins, forehead to the knees. Just close the eyes. Fold forward. Deep breath between the shoulder blades. You feel this little seed potential, the bija. Bowing to your inner journey. Quietly roll down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Pump the knees into the chest. Close the eyes. Take one knee in either hand and roll the legs around, big giant circles away from each other. And then back towards each other. And plant the feet on the floor about hip distance. Just let the knees windshield wiper side to side. One more time, hug the knees into the chest, forehead to the knees, rounded, and then extend the legs down into your full Shavasana. It's just basking in the glow. Legs extend. Walk the arms down by your side. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Shoulders away from the ears. Bless you. Chin melts into the chest, back of the neck nice and long. Take a last inhale together for 4, 3, inhaling 2. Hold the breath at the top, sip in a little bit more breath. And open the mouth, exhale. Everything like dead weight. all of the prana and the creative life force, the Shakti that you have unfurled is now seeping into your bones, seeping into all the little nooks and crannies of the psyche. Healing on the quantum level beyond our understanding. Visualize like water, prana, effortlessly swirling through your bones. And like a tidal pool spiraling around the heart center. Take your next breath a little more deeply into the heart center. And feel the exhale relax you even more. Trusting the path of the heart. Gently roll to the right side. Keep the eyes closed. Eyes closed, come up to a seated position. Simple cross-legged position. Bring the left hand facing upwards and then the right palm on top and the thumbs together, making a circle. Elbows resting on the thighs or the knees. Eyes are closed, roll the eyes backwards and then place your attention right between the eyebrows and draw straight back into the center of the head. And now feel just above the pubic bone, 2 inches above the pubic bone. Draw straight back into the center of the pelvic floor, center of the sexual organs, center of the womb for male or female. There's a bindu here. There's a bindu is a lodestone. There's a power center here in the middle of the second chakra, center of the pelvic floor. Connects us to the energy of the moon. And we magnetize towards us the Shakti prana of La Lune, of the moon. And this cultivates our intuitive nature. So feel that bindu about the size of a coffee bean right in the center of the pelvic floor. If you can't feel it, just imagine a pulsing lodestone magnet drawing into this power center, your intuitive wisdom, knowing in your bones what is the next right step, gracefully teaching you how to surrender. And trust the way of things. Bring the left palm over the belly center, pelvis center, right hand over the heart. Bow towards this sacred and tender journey of the heart, the soul. And then bring the hands together. Thank yourself sincerely for showing up and doing this incredible work. It's the road less traveled, clearing this instrument so you have more access to your truth, to your deepest wisdom and your highest good. And sending this vibration out to everyone in your life, all those brothers and sisters that are suffering, and just as a blessing, as a darshan to yourself, blessing yourself with health and happiness. Blessing everyone here, blessing the space of O2 with health and happiness, abundance, that we all may continue on a long, vital road, joyful road. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you all so much. What incredible work today. Take your time as you transition. Drink a lot of water. You might be a little bit less verbal. I highly recommend you stay in that space. It's the more alpha state. You have more access to the undercurrent, so it's potent. Pay attention to your thoughts. Next 20 or 30 minutes, take it slowly. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.